All right, guys, get ready. This is going to be part 2 of analyzing Shawn Baker. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my very controversial channel. Let's get into it. Shawn Baker. Now, Shawn is someone who I think is an awesome guy. He's a nice guy, and in fact, what I really love that he's doing now is he's just talking about the ridiculousness of the world. And I love that because a lot of gurus don't. He's one that does. So definitely kudos to him on that subject or subjects. Shawn Baker is someone who really put the carnivore diet on the map. Now, it had been around previously, but he really put it on the map, especially being on the Joe Rogan show. I respect him for that. I started carnivore because of Shawn Baker. I really think it's important that you guys understand that when I do a review, it is not to beat anybody down. No. It is not. I really avoided reviewing other pages. Today in 2023, there are so many problems with carnivore, so many problems with the ketogenic diet, so many problems with fasting, and I have consistently warned you guys throughout the years to be careful. I feel that all of them, not Shawn in particular, I don't really think they look at people generally and how, or individually more so, rather, that there are people who have thyroid issues that do a carnivore diet and they eat as much protein as possible, and they follow these gurus. They start eating a bunch of protein because that guru eats a bunch of protein, and they don't really tell you the in-between stuff, like, hey, maybe it's not a good idea to eat high protein. But I do think that Shawn said that he might go back, I can't remember, but he's doing a ketogenic diet for now. Now, I haven't looked at his progress videos, but a blood sugar of 95 or a blood sugar of 50, you got to really watch your blood sugar. Perhaps it's, in my opinion, said respectfully, that I don't think he understands if you take a carnivore diet in other people, not himself, but if you take a carnivore diet in other people who are eating high protein, high red meat, that if they have problems with uric acid, or they have problems with their kidneys, or they have problems with gout, or they have low protease, or they have low stomach acid, or they have hypoglycemia or thyroid issues, that eating high protein can be very dangerous. My video was not a call out video because I could have literally just, I could do it to all of them. The reality is that these diets can be dangerous. I'm not here to hold anybody's hand. I'm not here to make anything sound nice. I think that's where we get into trouble. You are these characters online and you want to appeal to the masses, and it is impossible to appeal to the masses. Some people like me, and some people think that I'm too ill-informed or showboaty or whatever you might want to call it. But at the end of the day, this is my journey, and I have to answer to myself. When I coach people, I'm never going to say that anything is easy, because I've realized at the age of 56, nothing is easy. If things are too simply said, I'm the one that comes in and says, this is more complicated. That's what I think. That's what I'm about. And that's the content that I'm putting out these days. Reviewing people's channels, it's not to hurt them. I can see that these people, and I've said for years, they have nuggets of information that is amazing. But they also have nuggets that are terrible. It's just the way it is. If I have nuggets of information that are terrible, don't listen to it. And if I've got nuggets of information that is amazing, perhaps listen a little closer. It doesn't matter if it's myself or Shawn or whomever. It doesn't matter. You can't take what they say like all in one big schlob. You have to take things in context. The video was not so much about Shawn as it was to show people that even somebody who's done this for so long now is understanding, maybe I should be in ketosis. He says he didn't say, but he's been talking about carnivore diets for years, and people have been following him for years. So, yeah, I'm there to show you guys that if your blood sugar is destabilized, blood sugar in the 90s is, if you have blood sugar in the 90s and you're not eating carbs, that's something's up. Most likely you're going to have dysglycemia, right? Because protein does not store glycogen. You can have liver glycogen, but you're not going to have energy in that muscle. And not having enough stored glycogen, that affects your HPA axis. I feel that a lot of them are experiencing things, may not recognize it, or recognize it and don't say it. But eating a high protein diet doesn't work for most people. Now, the fact that he's adding fat in is fantastic. I have a ton of respect for him. I find him to be very intelligent. I think he puts out some amazing content. And I really haven't talked about him much over the years because there's not much controversy to talk about. But do I think that he understands ketosis? No. Do I think he should have been promoting higher in fat, moderate to low protein? Yeah. To the masses. To himself? Awesome. To the masses? Yeah. Does it matter what I think in the spectrum of life? Not at all. That's up for you guys to decide. And I'm out. Energy at 56, on my way to 57. Life is good. Take things with a grain of salt. Don't listen to anyone. Don't trust anyone. And do your own research. That way you don't have to be triggered in my comment section. Or you like me because you're commenting. Because I don't comment when people get on my nerves. I roll on. Peace.